take you to school, right? But everybody else on the bus, right? Everybody else on the bus, I'm supposed to get out my bed and take you to school, right? You got me fucked up, though. Like, for real, nigga. I'm so sick of you, boy. Let me show you. Let me show you, nigga. Fuck your birthday, nigga. That's how you gonna put me? Let's see what anybody else do for you on your birthday, nigga. Let's see if somebody else gonna go spend a couple $100 on you, bro. Like I do, nigga. Every year, nigga. Every year, nigga, I buy you whatever the fuck you want, don't I, nigga? Don't I, nigga? Every year, nigga, you get whatever you want, bro. Anything you ask me for, I buy that shit, don't I? Anything you ask me for, nigga, I buy that shit, don't I? Don't I, bro?
Yes.
Every time you fucking ask me for something, nigga.
So what's your take on that?
Oh man. He couldn't just get a beating? First of all, my very first thing is I do not like parents who swear at their children.
I don't like people that swear in general.
Right.
So.
I mean, if you're talking to your boys or you're talking to big people and you cuss, all right.
I could I don't like it, but I could understand.
But you talking to your child and you cussing, I don't like that. So that was my first thing. That's very aggressive, and I think it does psychological damage to be talking to your children like this. You have to actually. I think you need to speak to your children, especially during their formative years, with respect, so that they learn the value of respect, to give and to get, to receive. That was my first thing. Secondly, he just bought that computer. Why is he throwing it? I mean, I get you gotta be drastic sometimes to really get your point across to little kids that they don't be understanding. Why didn't you just, I mean, you could have showed it to him, be like, look at this brand new computer. Anything you want, I get you. Look at it. Look at it. You see it? It's going back. And that could have been it. You would have got your money back. You would have sent the This was so unnecessary. So unnecessary. This is me.
Yes, I agree. Judge Linton, that's a stupid tax.
But he certainly paid it.
Yes. So yeah, I don't understand why people would break stuff and then they know that they gotta replace it. Because if you're buying your kid a laptop, I'm imagining it's for school.
Yeah,
for them
he needs it.
Yeah. Because I'm not buying my kids stuff that they don't need because they're kids. So I'm buying my kids things that they need, not what they want. If they want it, they gotta work for it. That's how I was raised. I get everything that I need. What I want, I have to go out and work for it. So I'm buying my kids stuff that they need to do schoolwork and stuff. So I want to break it. And it's like it just came today. He's just taking out the delivery package and all that, and then he just break it. And then 2 weeks from now, or maybe a day later, he has to go back and purchase another one. And then based on how he's behaving, he's most likely gonna blame the kid for the computer breaking when he's the one that broke the computer. Or blame the kid for have to go back and buy another computer. As you said, he could have sit down and talked to the kid.
Even if you want to be mad,
even if the kid is a chub, like he's one of those kids like my nephew that doesn't really listen, where you have to talk to him multiple times. But nonetheless, you could talk to them, and it's a teachable moment because you could let them know, oh, I'm hungry, and this is how I manage my anger.
Absolutely.
Because you're teaching your kids right there that when you get hungry,
you
break stuff.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but look at the little kid. The little kid is scared. I'm kind of scared for the little kid. Like, is he gonna punch the kid in his head? Like, the aggression, the level of aggression. Yeah, the level of aggression is just, for me. This is my parenting. I'm not saying, I'm not coming for anybody else's parenting. I'm talking about my own and what I think. I do not agree. I do not agree with this type of parenting. This is way too aggressive. I'm scared. for the kid. The kid is like backing himself up into the corner.
Yeah.
And so what is that showing the kid that it's okay to have these overt, like, you can't control your emotions.
Yeah.
He's talking to him like he's a big man, like he's coming. Look at how he's approaching the kid, like he's squaring up with the little boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
I think for me, I wouldn't call him a man. I would say he's a grown up male. He's not a man, because that's not how a man react to situations. That's not how a man react or react or interact with their kids. A man is priest, provide, and protector. So you protect your kids, be it physically, emotionally, mentally, and you provide for them. So you buy stuff and all that for them, and then you teach them. And what you're teaching right now is not good.
Look at this.
I don't think that, so I don't like the word toxic masculinity, but if I should use it, this would be the perfect place or time to use it. Because that is very toxic behavior.
Look at the little kid.
He's just whimpering away.
Yeah.
And I know that from experience that when kids are afraid of, grown-ups are afraid of the male, they might whimper and cower in the presence of the male, but as soon as they become a teenager where they could actually challenge the male and fight back, they lose all dominance. They lose all control, because now there's no longer fear. You can't rule with fear. If any leader that rules with fear alone is always overthrown.
Yeah. Like, I know at a certain point, my mom had to stop beating me because I just, like, would take it. Or, like, everyone has that point in their life where you're, like, 13 or 14 or however old you are, and you don't challenge your parent, but you, like, protect yourself. Before, you used to take the beating, but now you block the beatings. You're, like, blocking it. And your parents say, like, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Because they see you blocking. You're like, no, I'm just trying to protect myself from the blows. Now, if you have so much aggression, what happens when that time comes in that young man's life? Like 5-6 more years, and now he's ready to square up. Like, you was squaring up to him a minute ago. Mm-hmm. Now he's squaring back up to you.
Especially, he's been enduring it for so long.
Yes. Ooh.
And you're like, I know what this guy is like. I know that when I do this, he most likely is gonna come and try and attack me. So I'm gonna block him, but I'm also gonna expect him to retaliate to me blocking him. So if he retaliate and try to fight me, I'm gonna fight him.
Now imagine this little boy plotting, because he's sick and tired of his dad's aggression.
Yeah.
Not even saying his dad beat him, like, is abusive.
But that just in itself is abusive, because now the boy, he's afraid to express himself. That's kind of stifling his growth, because he can't express himself. So if he has a thought, he's not gonna bring it up to daddy, because that is most likely gonna get aggressive. So now the kid don't know if his thought is the correct train of thought or if it's wrong.
He's not figuring stuff out on his own.
Yeah, and most likely he's gonna go towards what is wrong rather than what is right.
That opens up for the influence of anyone, like right or wrong too. And usually, obviously, it's wrong. The wrong influences usually find kids who don't have direction. But again, I started from the beginning of this video. I realized he got kicked off the bus for 10 days. This right here does not address the issue. Why did he get cut off? What is happening on this bus? What is happening with my son? What's happening? Why he's getting into these altercations or whatever the issue? What's the root of the root problem does not get addressed. Maybe he has a bully and he finally stood up for himself on the bus from the bully. You don't know that. You just know that he got kicked off the bus for 10 days. What if it's a predominantly white institution and your son, or maybe it could have been between an older kid and your son. So where he's the victim and not the perpetrator. You don't know. Or if he is the perpetrator, that's not being addressed. What if your son is the bully? He's the troublemaker. What's in his daily life that's causing him to be the troublemaker? Exactly. That daddy's aggression.
that is crazy.
Exactly.
Daddy take it out on me because I'm a little kid, and I might take it out on a younger kid.
Right.
Because daddy take it out
know.
on me, I take it on someone younger.
Which perpetuates the cycle.
Because mean people mean people that doesn't have control of their life tend to take out their aggression and someone that they have control over. So daddy might not have control over his life, take control, be aggressive to the kid don't have control over his life, take control and dominate and bully the younger child.
Or a smaller kid.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, what I've learned from my nieces is that you guys' school system is messed up. Where if you and I get in a fight, if you start the fight and I protect myself, I get punished also for protecting myself. Mm-hmm. So, as you said, he could have been protecting himself and get kicked off as a result.
Yeah. So again, the root cause of what's going on with this kid doesn't get addressed. In fact, it's now probably heightened. Like if he has behavioral issues that are stemming from this aggression that he gets whenever he gets in trouble, because his dad doesn't control his emotions and deals with his anger in a positive way or a productive way. He can't do the same. He was never taught to do the same. So root cause. And then also his birthday is in a couple of weeks.
That also could have been a punishment where
exactly
he doesn't get
we don't celebrate your birthday. It'll be just another day. You don't get your new laptop. It's going back to the store. I'm not taking you nowhere for your birthday. You know what? You're gonna go to a homeless shelter and be with the hobos for your birthday. Yeah. You know, like you could have turned it.
Your birthday gift is just right there for your birthday, and then for your birthday, we take it back to the store. You and I take it back to the store.
I've had that. One time I stole a bag of candy. Like a huge... Back in the day... sticky finger. When I was a kid, I stole this big bag of candy. Back in the day, you could like... And some stores now, you like get a plastic bag and you fill it with candy, and then you're supposed to go and take that bag and pay for it. But I just put it in my coat pocket. Inside coat pocket. And I had it right in my coat. And we went home. And I was eating this bag of candy. And I was like showing my sister. And my sister was like, oh, I want some candy. I was like, no, none for you. But then I gave her some. Anyway. But then my dad saw this big bag of candy. Where you get this big bag of candy from? I was like, the store. He, first of all, took the candy from me. Shared it to everybody else. I didn't even get none of the candy. And then I got a beating. And then I had to go back to the store and pay for the candy. And then I wasn't allowed to go
to that
store anymore. Or if I went, I had to stay by somebody's side the whole time. Like that. And then like, obviously that has stuck with me my entire life. You could have definitely done something like that with this kid. Look at your brand new laptop. Or you got kicked off the bus. We're going to wash all the buses in the parking lot for your birthday. You know, like something related, something that's gonna be productive
and be memorable.
So that's something he did. But most importantly, the root of the problem needs to be addressed, and that's not happening here. It wouldn't have gotten as many views if it was like, my son got kicked out the bus, I'm gonna sit down and have a heart-to-heart with my son. If he had filmed that, probably wouldn't have gotten as much views. And we wouldn't be talking about it, or maybe we would have been talking about it.
Well, I would say we wouldn't be talking about it based on our society is right now. But if you did this for views, you're a lousy parent.
Listen, he's trying to make his coins any way he know how. He's trying to get on World Star. He's trying to be,
not to the detriment of your kid.
Maybe the kid's on it too. He's like, all right, you didn't act scared enough. Come on. Like, you gotta cower a little. You gotta bend down in the corner. Start crying. Something.
No,
come on.
What, he had two laptop to break.
Maybe it was already broken. No, it wasn't broken. That's clearly just fresh out the box. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is interesting. If you like our reactions, you like, comment, subscribe so we can get more reactions. If you agree with us or you disagree, if you have any other comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down below. And hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Bye.